It has been a tough 5 years that we've just gone through. So you'll recall that, in 2013, we were putting mines on care and maintenance, we were shutting down shafts, and it's pretty much been that kind of journey over the past 5 years. But what has happened now is we've got a portfolio that can withstand these very poor pricing environments, and we're coming out with a strong set of results as a result of that. So today's results were underpinned by good operating performances, very, very rigorous cost controls, but also a rand basket price improvement. Yeah. So it feels like the platinum price has been under a lot of pressure, but and that is correct, but we've had great prices for palladium, rhodium, and some of the minor platinum group metals that have certainly helped the rand basket price. And it was really a combination of all of the hard work plus, as I said, good operating results, cost control, and great prices that delivered this great set of results.
Yeah, you managed to put out a dividend now, and the last time you did that was sadly before the likes of Marikana and the like happened. Can we say that your company, not necessarily the industry, but your company is perhaps at pre-Marikana levels?
Well, prices pre-Marikana, I'll remind you, in 2013, half of Anglo Platinum was loss-making at $1,500 platinum.
Yeah.
We're now at $800 platinum, and the company is not only all profitable, but we, as you correctly point out, issuing a dividend. So for the second half of last year, we issued a dividend in the first half of this year. Now we're issuing another dividend. If you look over a 12-month period, we've just given back to shareholders, long-suffering shareholders who've stayed with us. We've just paid out a dividend over those 12-month period of over 2 billion rand.
Quite important to then note that the reason for a lot of the changes that you've made have been the fact that you've let go of the labor-intensive mines, and now you've even brought an even greater portion of Mototolo onto your basket. How much more do you think of Mototolo would you like? Is it a great mine, good enough for you to take 100%? 11% of that, of course, still owned by Kagiso Tiso.
So that's really not in our hands. So we already owned 50%. We've just bought Glencore out of their 39% holding. And Kagiso Tiso, who were Glencore's partner, they've got a tag-along right. So it's really up to them if they want to. And we're quite happy either for them to stay in as part of our partners, or if they would seek to exit, as is their right, following their tag-along rights that they have with Glencore. It'll really be up to Kagiso Tiso if they want to remain.
If they were to let go, would you take it?
Indeed. Yeah, and that would be about another 350 million rand in addition to the 1.5 billion NPV.
So you find it's that great a business. I mean, it is mechanized as well. That's been your key focus. So you feel that it is great to fit into your basket?
Absolutely. If Kagiso Tiso seek to exit, then as is their right, we will buy them out. That'll cost us about 350 million.
Complete struggle within the mining sector, however. Do you feel that regulation is, you've done well despite regulation, shall we call it that?
So we are still in a difficult regulatory environment. Certainly the new minister has made every attempt to push as hard as he can on getting the mining charter done. We've now extended that. He's now extended that until the end of August to give us a bit of room post the engagements that we've had over the last couple of months to finalize this. So it's still a difficult environment. It's still difficult to see how we could attract investment for new mining rights. And so there is still some work to do on the new mining charter. But it's certainly, the government and the minister in particular are pushing hard to try to get some of these issues finalized, so we can not only get regulatory certainty, but also get regulatory certainty that attracts investment into South Africa. Because ultimately, that's where the value is generated. When we're employing people, when we're paying taxes, that's where the value is created in the industry.
So are you in favor of the mining charter? Perhaps not necessarily in all facets, but most of what it stands for right now?
Look, I think as a mining industry, both the old Chamber of Mines and now the new Minerals Council, and all of us within that have been supportive of having a charter. We need to have some rules about transformation of the business. We've been supportive of that. But it's got to be a transformational charter that actually grows the industry. Because it's when we, as I said, grow the industry, we create jobs, we pay taxes. That's when South Africa benefits, more than when we just try to take a piece of it and try to redistribute that across the industry. So in favor of a charter, yes, but it's got to be a charter that creates growth in the mining industry.
Well, not all